How the Democratic candidate for governor is making history, coming up next.
Plus, will the GOP governor's race head to a runoff? We're at Casey Cagle's watch party with the details.
T-Splost fails for the second time in Dade County. Coming up, I'll explain what county officials say will happen next.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. The Georgia primary election results are in, and our Channel 3 team is spread out to bring you the latest Decision 2018 news.
5 Republican candidates were on the ballot for the Georgia gubernatorial primary. We're learning tonight it's going to be a runoff between Lieutenant Governor Casey Cagle and Brian Kemp in July. Let's get right to Channel 3's Caitlin Chastain in Gainesville, Georgia, live. Caitlin, what can you tell us?
Well, Greg, we're actually getting ready to talk with Lieutenant Governor Casey Cagle right now. He's making his way over here, so we're going to grab him really quick. So first of all, congratulations. To begin with, tell us a little bit how it feels going into this runoff.
Well, we're obviously really excited about tonight being in the first place position, but we also know that we have more work to do. I want to congratulate, obviously, both Brian Kemp, Hunter Hill, as well as Clay Tippins and Michael Williams for running a very strong campaign. It was a very heated contest, and being the front runner, you end up getting a lot of arrows in your back, but we're very, very pleased tonight, and particularly with the support that we received there in Columbus and in that region. We feel like that we've got a lot of momentum there, and we're going to be back a lot as we continue in this 9-week campaign.
You did keep a steady lead over Kemp, but are you concerned at the momentum he was gaining towards the end?
Well, obviously, I mean, we felt like we were going to be in the position that we were. We were hovered really all night, and even in our polling, it showed anywhere from 38 to 42 on the high end. And so expectations were met, and now that it's a two-man contest, it's going to obviously make it, far more easy.
What is your biggest concern going into the runoff?
There's really no concern. I mean, I feel really, really confident. I mean, when you look at where the state is, I mean, the #1 state to do business. I mean, we're the 9th largest economy in America, and so there are a lot of great things that are going on. There's more that we need to do, and we're just getting started. And so with this campaign, we got 9 more weeks to talk about all the great things that we're going to do for the state of Georgia. Your
message for voters as they go out yet again for another vote?
Well, is this, obviously, is to stay with us. Our supporters, be encouraged and know that we're going to win, not just the runoff, but we're also going to win in November. And all the polls show that we are the only one that can win in November. So we believe that our message of being a conservative on fiscal matters, but conservative on values and social issues is a winning recipe.
Thank you very much, and congratulations. So you guys just heard from current Lieutenant Governor Casey Cagle, now in a runoff against Kemp for that GOP governor seat. Of course, we'll continue to follow the race through that runoff as well. Right now, I'm live in Gainesville. Caitlin Chastain, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Caitlin, thank you. Of course, that runoff against Secretary of State Brian Kemp is in July. Channel 3's Kate Smith is covering the governor's race on the Democratic side, where history has been made. Stacey Abrams took home the win with 75% of the vote. She is the first African-American female nominee in the country. Kate, tell us how the candidates are reacting there.
Well, as you can imagine, there's one person that's extremely thrilled this evening and one not so much after losing the Democratic candidate. And residents here in Ringgold are disappointed as well because Ringgold native Stacey Evans lost that. She conceded around 9:30 to her opponent, Stacey Abrams. Abrams will now face either gubernatorial Republican candidates Casey Cagle or Brian Kemp. Abrams promised to create 45,000 jobs within a decade by using cities in South Georgia to produce renewable energy. She also promised to follow on veterans and their progress, as well as investing in local businesses. She's been in politics for 12 years. Her path in politics began as a tax attorney turned deputy city attorney for the city of Atlanta. Here is reaction from both candidates after the polls closed today.
Because that is why we are here, to ensure that all Georgians, from farmers in Montezuma to mill workers in Dalton, know that we value them.
Now, Abrams did make history today by being the first ever woman nominee for governor in the state of Georgia. And if she wins in November, she would be the first ever woman governor for Georgia, as well as the first ever African-American governor for Georgia. But she would also be the first ever woman African-American governor for our country. It's definitely a race you want to follow within the next few months. But for now, I'm live in Ringgold. Kate Smith, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Kate, thank you. Dade County residents denied the transportation sales tax, or T-Splots.
And here you see the way that the numbers figured out: 42% in favor, 58% against the T-Splots. The money would have gone towards a new I-59 exit north of Trenton, along with paving some roads and sidewalks too. Channel 3's Tanisha Cordell continues tonight's team coverage. Tanisha, how's the district commissioner taking the news of the defeat tonight?
Well, Greg, Robert Gumpf says nothing has changed from yesterday to today, meaning the county is still in the same position they were in before tonight's vote when it comes to meeting the transportation needs financially here in Dade County. Now, he says without T-Splots, the burden just falls back on everyone living here. Now, looking at the numbers, it does look like more people showed up at the polls tonight to vote on the issue, but that wasn't the case last November as well. You know, less people came out to vote on the issue, and that's where it failed again. So the second time T-Splots has taken a hit. Bottom line, Gumpf says they just couldn't sell the plan.
I'm disappointed for the county because I think it was a good thing. But obviously, for the second time it went down, it can come back up on another ballot. I don't know that it will, and if it does, it probably will not be till not this year, but maybe the next presidential election.
Now, Gumpf says when it comes to any funding for transportation projects here in Dade County, it's just going to come out of the county's budget as it has been so far. As for the no votes, again, very disappointed here in the commissioners, among the commissioners, but Gumpf says they'll continue to stand by Dade County residents and continue to support them in their decision. For now, live in Dade County, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Tanisha, thank you. Another race worth mentioning, this one also there in Dade County. 24-year-old Colton Moore defeated incumbent John Deffenbaugh for the District 1 seat in the State House tonight. No Democrat was running. There's nearly a 50-year age difference between the two. Election coverage doesn't stop here. You can catch all the results inside the WRCB app.
Well, scattered showers and a few storms moved through the Channel 3 viewing area earlier today. Will it last through the night?
Paul Barris is standing by in the Storm Alert Center for a first look at weather. Paul?
Just a few scattered showers left over now. We'll take a look at the radar in a second. First of all, I'll show you the bus stop weather for the kids. In the morning, we'll have some clouds in the morning. Slight chance for a shower in the afternoon. Should be fairly warm into the mid-80s and very muggy in the morning at about 68. There's very little rain left over. A few sprinkles in Polk County. Most of the rain is out in Cherokee County. It's leaving the Fannin County area, and very little out to the west that's going to affect us. So this is the way Vipercast is showing the showers. Really not much in the morning. Some clouds, but scattered showers and a few thunderstorms, mainly in North Georgia for tomorrow. And then overnight, it sort of disappears. This is Thursday, early in the morning. Thursday afternoon, again, about a 20% chance for a shower popping up. And that's about it as we get into Friday. Friday, I think into the afternoon and evening, we'll have a little better chance for a few showers and storms. But on average, we could see another 1/4 inch of rain in a few spots. But that's about it over the next 48 hours or so. We've got details on the whole weekend forecast coming up.
Paul, thank you. Still to come at 11, an incredibly frightening wake-up call for a Bradley County family.
I just put my hands up, my gun in my pocket, and they just threw me on the floor.
A Bradley County father says his wife and children were sleeping when a SWAT team raided his home. One problem, it was the wrong home. Plus, South Carolina grad received a not-so-sweet surprise on his graduation cake. Why the message was censored by the supermarket ahead.